One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. And the Commodores will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Runs for the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense. Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are, because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
Quick completion on the out. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, the ground game. He's past the 30, to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Hauls it in. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Working that left side now. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he got loose. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football on that play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Commodores! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice move to keep running. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid tackle.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and, well, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Smith dropping to pass. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Zings it complete to the right, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Smith wants to throw. He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Looking down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The hand to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dores. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Tigers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard.
Turning it on! Quick step and go. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Smith dropping to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the job.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That last completion sets him up on second down. Sticks it in his belly. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Vandy! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
31, Auburn, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Handoff from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Off play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try. Breaks into the open.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Auburn offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This time they'll go to the running game. Plows through the defense. Got enough for the 1st. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumbling in the first place.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Working that left side. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. and they can't make the play on third down.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen.